time for these to go in separate files. I'll start with this one. And do the other one as well. A bit late today. It's okay though. Let's try to go longer. Fuzz it up. How big is it? Should be already pretty big, so that's good. Get a little bit bigger. 30% bigger, so I have space to maneuver. And the more I read, that essay, I finished it today because I didn't get to a lot of it since it was a pretty big essay. So it was an essay on the Russian bots and how they're destroying democracy. It's just kind of funny. I don't know. It's a lot of just like, hey, please believe me, this is true. Girl 1, that's what I call it. Here's my analysis of this thing. No proof required. Just believe me. And I'll start with this a little bit. I think I want to. The first thing I want to do is that it's like a little bit. Like off balance. A little fat, so just gonna carve that silhouette. Just a little bit. Not sure what's behind her, why it's all red. But yeah, I finally got to the end of the, what's it called? She has this, she's got this great conclusion to her, you know, like 10-page piece. Everyone totally read and did just scroll to the bottom of. It's like, yeah, this is gonna just be remembered just like World War II. It's gonna be just the same. Yeah. Again, another claim where it's just like, yeah, I think so. So I guess that makes it true. I'm a data researcher. I don't know if you know this. I'm a so everything out of my mouth is just, you know, the truth. Why would I lie? Ever. You know, I've got no political needs. I love this thing where it's just like, I'm just like a apolitical actor and I'm just doing it for science. The science of data. No possible bias of any sort. Just like I don't know. I think a lot of people think they're like computers or some shit. It's like, yeah, I'm just, you know, looking at the data and just making mathematical conclusions here, you know. Just if for some reason the burden of any sort of proof whatsoever is always just like 0 for my guy, I don't know why. It's just like anything I want to believe is true, it just kind of is true. So Sean had a funny thought, like, man, all this like it sounded something like, man, all this work on democracy and all this like thousands of years, hundreds of years, sorry, and then it's like it's totally upstaged by, you know, trolls on the internet. You know, it wasn't anyone else. There was no one else trying to game democracy for what's called. It was just always a pure ideal up until, you know, up until the Twitter bots showed up, and then it's just like, oh no, my pure unadulterated democracy, which no one ever tried to influence in any way or shape. It's just like, gone now. It's not democracy anymore. It's just some sort of shit, man. I think this person actually thinks that, man, people are fucking with our democracy, man. Just like, so again, this is the type of person that has the you know, heavy status quo bias. It's like, yeah, I work with the United States government on this, and they told me that this is what was going on. So, you know, again, I'm just reporting. It's like, no bias one way or the other. It's just factual factually true information. She says something like that. And I'm just like sitting there, like, that's interesting. I don't know. It just seems like it's all too clean for me. Like I don't know, I've been on the internet a long time, and the first thing you learn when you get on the internet is that you probably shouldn't trust anything that anyone is saying to you on the internet. It's just, there's no way to verify that they are, you know, who they say they are, or believe what they say they believe, you know. And it's just like all of these posts are works of fiction, and anyone who believes them is an idiot. And that is kind of like, that's the first thing you kind of, I don't know, learn. It's like the axiom of the internet. And then I don't know, it couldn't be that everyone is just like not woke to that. There's just no way. Everyone goes on the internet and just believes people. Like it's like that really old meme, like, you think people would just go on the internet and lie? It's just like and so it's, I don't know, it's just like, and this is a person, the data researcher. She writes for Wired, so it's like obviously very important. Obviously a very important publication, you know. Just I don't know. I guess Sam is scraping the bottom of the barrel for interviews, or he, you know, he also supports these positions, which you could kind of tell, because it's like when Sam supports a position, he doesn't push back on it in any way. Just kind of like, he kind of Dave Rubin's it. So yeah, just you know, here's, just lay out your claims and I'll just sit here and nod along and crack jokes, and that, because that's what an interviewer is supposed to do, right? It's just, you know, you never challenge your guest in any way, because whoa, that would be whoa, that would be wrong. This is a conversation. This is not a debate. It's totally it's only a conversation, man. I don't understand. So yeah, so you think that anyone who doesn't support fracking is just anti-human? Okay, yeah, let's just yeah, let's table that, you know. Just like I think there's a guy on Dave Rubin's show. What was it like? In defense of burning fossil fuels, shit like that. It's just like, yeah, well, you know, anyone who doesn't like coal is evil. It just propagandized into an ideology. I think I fucked up the hands. I'm gonna just take the hands back. Take a step back with the hands. Maybe change the way that they work, because they have some sort of interesting like colors there, but I don't, the gesture themselves are just like, what? I mean, I get that most of these things are supposed to be just be, you know, YouTube entertainment. You know, Dave Rubin is not a Christopher Hitchens. I don't think he's trying to be. He's trying to. I'm not sure the opposite fact is like true either. I don't think he's a propagandist. I think he might get paid by them, like the Ayn Rand Institute. Let's just have these people on and uncritically just listen to what they've got to say, you know, because just gotta listen uncritically. Just don't question it. Just listen and what was it? He rages against all the time. Listening to what's that other word? Oh yeah, listen and believe. I don't know. I think I grow to hate everything that I like eventually, and then I just become kind of resentful towards it. Or, you know, I have like these eye goggles which I put on and I'm just like, oh, okay, I like this. And then in like a couple of months I'll just be like, I can't believe I like this. Liking this was a mistake. Yeah, I'm not sure what I want to do with the hands. Kind of wanted some kind of symbolic gesture there, but you know, there's 20 extra fingers and stuff, so it's not really doing much. Maybe I think I wanted them to be like really old looking hands. Just really like grizzled. Maybe like a neutral gesture. So I'm really digging this new track by Odysseus. I think it's Odysseus. Yeah, Odysseus. Really good stuff. I don't know, just really like it. Hey SGRs, what's up, dude? How's it going? Just kind of trying to do something with the hands that's more or less interesting. Yeah, I'm working on 2 of them at the same time, but like, I don't know. I just like, I wanted to do something with the hands, but the hands aren't panning out, so I'm probably gonna switch to the other one for a little while so that I can maybe come up with something else. I feel like there could be like an interesting little pose here. Just like something, I don't know. Think about it, I guess. But I like the overall feeling of the piece. It's just kind of serene. Yeah. Oh shit! I was just about to say, like, I'm just gonna Naruto this shit, you know. I kind of did it. I was like, wait, I shouldn't say that because then people figure it out, and like, that's not gonna be good. I used to really like Naruto, so like, I had like one of those. I had all the hand symbols, like in a chart, handy chart. So in case you ever meet a ninja friend, you could also gang sign them, and then they'll know that you also are a weeaboo. It's not good. Shouldn't have never happened. I don't know. I'm probably gonna go with something more like the original. I just don't know exactly what. Ninja hands. Alright, whatever. Yeah, one is even less finished. Hard with the creepy vibe. Yeah, it's supposed to, yeah, definitely like a kind of a creepy. I wanted to go with like old people hands. You know what I'm talking about? Like just fucking just the classic kind of juxtaposition of young face and like really old hands. And see what I can do with that. I don't know. Also another thing that I kind of think would work, just as an interesting. I want to make this one creepy as well. Just kind of probably do something with the face to make it like creepy. Give it like snake eyes or some shit. After I sort out the neck and shoulders and stuff, because I'm really not sure. I'm not sure about those. Creepy old hands. Creepy old Naruto hands. Plus, like, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. It's gonna have a lot of. I think it's gonna be closer here. So I kind of like the colors, but it's also kind of generic. Probably do some kind of like Japanese buildings. Maybe change the perspective up a little bit. You know, make it more skewed. Gee, thanks. I didn't actually care about that Photoshop. I appreciate you, but can you stop doing that? Like every single time. I don't understand. Like if there's an option to turn off, like, please Photoshop, do not patronize me. I don't know how to use you, but just like let me friggin' let me just like friggin' draw, man. Is that so hard? Freaking Photoshop, man. Like, why does it think I'm a noob? Like, I get it, you know? Just like, hey, I noticed that you clicked this button, and I know you don't know what it does, so just like, let me explain this to you. Please don't Photoshop. There's like a tattoo, a really old meme on the internet where it's just like a tattoo of like a girl with big titties, and it's like it ends at the butt, and I'm just trying to like replicate that, but in a more interesting way. Photoshop be like, hey there, do you want us to explain something in the most complicated way possible? Yeah, exactly. It's the what is that word assistant lately. What do you call that? The clip, the handy clip. Hey fam, I noticed that you were doing something. Just like, yes, I was Photoshop. Thank you. And now I'm not doing that. Instead, I'm raging. Like, oh, by the way. Yeah, I don't know. But, you know, most of the time Photoshop works okay. It's just like these. Yeah, I have no idea how that neck works. I'm gonna have to do and redo that neck a couple times, I think, before I get it. It's like, it comes... I think the head is too big, maybe, and like, for this perspective, or too small. And for this perspective, I think like some of it has to be cut off by the shoulder. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'm still playing around with like, this is still like an Azaro head. Like, it's literally the Azaro head. So I don't know. I don't know how I'll fix most of it. I just know that I want it to look, I wanted to have the tattoos, and I want it to look cute. And if I can get a side boob, that'd be great, or a butt window. Because those things are important to me. Those are parts of my ethics. Photoshop Clippy. Yeah, guys, start sending in, you know, like Photoshop asks you for like, hey, would you like to recommend this product to your to your friend? Would you recommend us? Like, what could we do better? And then like what you do is in the comment just put, hey, you know that feature from Microsoft Word? Well, like whenever I'm using Photoshop, I just really miss that feature in particular. Like, whew, man, if only we had something like that. Maybe can't really be a Clippy, right? Because you know they already took that idea. But maybe you could do like a little brush, that just pops up on the screen. And whenever you're doing something important, you know, it just pops up and it'll just be like, hey, what up, fam? Just write that in. Just write that in, please. Just end me and my my life, please. That, you know, just like that would be it. I would just swear. That would be so hilarious though if that made it in, and like an intern is reading that, and he's like, "Oh my god, I feel the same way." And then he introduces it, just like, yeah. So we coded up based on popular feedback. A lot of people have been asking for this. A lot of people like. Also, you can't turn it off. It's not. Can I turn those annoying messages off? I probably can. I'm just being an idiot. Let me see preferences. Beep when done. What does that mean? I want that feature, you know. Like, I never know when a painting is done, but if it was to beep, I feel like maybe it's an interface. Disable annoying pop-ups. Where's that option? Show tooltips. Here we go. Use rich tooltips. All right, that should fix it. Let me save this just for fun. Yeah, Photoshop is pretty customizable. Usually have little to no problems with it. Sometimes it like there used to be this bug where I would just be painting and it would start another window and it would be like a weird help window. It's like, hey, I heard you guys needed some help, and it would just like open up Internet Explorer or whatever. That was a while ago. Of course it would open up Internet Explorer, not like Google Chrome, because like why would you? That would make no sense. That would be really bad. We should open up the worst browser, the one that isn't open. And also yeah, sounds good. Thank you, Photoshop. And sometimes your keys would get stuck, and whatever you did to open that window, it would open up. I found it. I found the disable annoying tooltips. It's there. It exists. I found it. I was just being dumb. We got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. But we should start what's called like sending in those feedback reports saying like the option to disable those tooltips is really bad, and can we get rid of that, please? I feel like that'd be pretty dope. It's gonna have like a dragon in here. It could be like an inn, you know, or and this could be like one of those trees that they have in Japan. Maybe a bamboo tree. I don't know. Maybe some bamboo trees. That could be it. Could be what I do here. Very generic. I don't know if I want to do that. Maybe maybe something else. Maybe like pillars or some other thing. It's like, oh, a panda. That's really creative. Man, how long did you think about that one? Man, a panda. Wow. It's like, just have them in here somewhere. Like Rungia's pieces, they just have like a random animal. Just a random panda. Just right there, you know, just, well, it'll be our little secret. If you tell anyone about that panda, come to your house in the middle of the night and murder you. I don't know how to draw pandas, so I'm just gonna. I know it has like circles around the eyes and like something, whatever. It's a panda, just believe me. Believe me, it's a panda. It's the shape of a panda. Just have like, I don't know. This is a bad idea. I'm not gonna do a panda. Yeah. You guys painting anything? What you up to? I always feel like people come here and they just like paint stuff, which is good. And I'm just like background noise. You know, what they quip once in a while. Trying to figure out where I'm gonna put the butt and how big. After listening in one fantastic week a bit, I'm reevaluating what I should focus on with my art. Came to the conclusion horror is what I should focus on with the illustrations. Huh, was it a new one? I used to listen to Moorbacher and what was his name? The other guy? Seagal? Steven Seagal? Spiegel? Something or other. Yeah, I used to listen to that podcast pretty religiously, but then I don't know. They're just like Moorbacher. Yeah, I liked all of Moorbacher's like Angelarium stuff. The recent ones are just kind of boring, so I don't know. Before I used to get really excited about it. You know, it's like, yeah, this is cool. I really love the design and rendering on this. It's just really great. Love it. The design is so good. But lately, I mean, I feel like you gotta run out of Steam sometime, you know? Sean called me a China boo. Because I really liked Renjia's latest work. Yeah, and a lot of other, you know, Chinese artists. I've never heard that one before. I was like, a China boo, what is that? How dare you? I guess that's like a weeaboo, but I'm listening to it for business tips and addressing the big questions like why are you doing art? Oh, do you what's your answer for that? Why are you doing art? That's a weird one. I don't think I've ever thought about it. I just like implicitly have a drive to do art. I find it interesting, I guess. And I feel like I need to do it. I don't know. I haven't really questioned that drive. Like, why? Why, though? I just find it necessary. Like, eating. Maybe it's not as necessary, but it kind of feels like it is. Still figuring out. I will say that after listening to my goals, very scattered. It's a little better now. Yeah, I would say that my goals are pretty bad. I don't have like any, like my goals are like get work online and like I don't know, just do it and then eventually get enough work that I don't have to like look for work so that I can just, you know, open up my mailbox, check who wants stuff and just go do it. And you know, of course the overarching goal is to get good. I don't know if there's a I don't know if there's a like a anything other than, you know, kind of like a drive behind that. It's just it's a little irreducible. Like why do you want to get good? It's kind of like a human drive to overcome. It's probably why people are, you know, driven towards doing hard things, or just like Dark Souls. You see, everything is just like Dark Souls. You know, any nuanced argument can just be reduced to it's just like Dark Souls, which is, you know, the drive to overcome logos. All right, we can narrow it down between graphic design, comics, illustration, concept art, or logos. And I really want to be doing illustration and concept work. You know, little somewhere in the overlap. I want to design stuff and then illustrate, make it look good. You know, usually, I mean, that's kind of what I do with personal work. I, you know, make things that I find interesting, and then I try to depict them. So I guess that's the dream job. You know, you like start an IP of some sort, and then I don't know, just make dope shit. It's like, that's all I want to do, man. It's just that really uncomplex goal. But yeah, like, what drives you to do things? The drive to learn, the drive to overcome. It's like a, like a fundamental thing. You can't like, I guess some people sit around doing nothing all day, but I don't really know any of those people. I feel like everyone's trying to do something, or learn something, or, like, hey, I'm doing this thing to get better at it. That's like kind of the human endeavor, and it gets to the point of like, what are we doing here? So I don't think it can be just like, oh, when we discussed this at a podcast, so we figured it out, that's it. We've done it. What we solved the meaning of life in an art podcast and a Discord conversation, and that's just like, what we do here on One Fantastic Week. But yeah, I used to really like Moorbacher. Then he blocked me on Twitter. Now we can never be friends. Blocked me from his group too. Cause you can't disagree politely with people in the group, and it's just, there's no reason to do that, cause that's not what the group is about. It's about, shilling out Moorbacher's products, and yeah, agreeing with whatever they say. Can't disagree. How dare you? Yeah, I figure anything that has a component of design would be really good. Because I don't just really want to, like, execute something over and over and over again and over and over and over again. Like, say for instance, you had an IP where it was just like comic book or something, and you had to draw that character 20,000 times per week, and that was like kind of in different poses and stuff, and sure, I feel like that would really wear me out. I need something that has, just like constant creative energy. But yeah, I learned recently that you're supposed to kowtow to whoever the art superstars are in order to, boost your own rating, and therefore, engage in reciprocity to gain better social standing. And I didn't know that. See, haha. See, I'm an idiot. See, this is the autism. Huh? What do you mean? Like, you ever see, like, I don't know, internet famous, artists just kind of like blowing each other on, Twitter. Yeah, like networking. Exactly, yes, networking. It's all about the networking. Just giving each other a reach around on the Twitter. You know, maybe, like, I always wonder, like, how much of that is actually, like, just reciprocity. Because I'll, like, find things that I just find really, like, okay, so this is kind of awful. I really hate it. It's like, yeah, and then it's like, a friend of artist who is also famous likes this. I was like, yeah, I don't know if it's you could reduce it to just it's the only way. There's a lot of artists that are just like friendless neats, for sure. For sure, it's just not a majority of them. It's like the one or two, and then you know they also get coerced into, you know, the network, unless of course they are, you know, like they don't speak the language or they just like don't give a shit. I figure it's what you're supposed to do. Just kind of like it's just a good kind of plan of action. It's like, hey, dude, let me into your network. Usually it's about like 2 or 3 people, like, I don't know, Zabrowski, and the other 2. And then it's just like, hey, and they just start like pimping each other out. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just like cynical or whatever, but it seems to me like there's a lot of these things where it's just like, hey, we started an art magazine and gonna put all the coolest art in it. Surprise, it's our art. But it's not my art. It's like my friend who is also part of the magazine type of thing. I don't know. It's just like, it seems to me like it's more based around things like that, like networking and kind of manufacturing, like demand for products. But again, maybe I'm just like being cynical. Just like, maybe that's just it. You know, because I don't really see like people who I consider like, truly great engaging in this type of behavior. They just don't do it. There's no need for them to do it. They're already great. Like Kim Jung-gi or Craig Mullins or something. They don't really. Most they'll do is like an interview or some shit like that. They won't try to release a what's called a magazine that features them, or let's start a art community that's based around us. But it's really about learning, guys. I don't know. I feel like I'm just a cynical asshole. So, don't listen to me. But, your goals. There are multiple levels of success in the way they're out there. Doesn't always need to be brown nosing with big names. Yeah, it doesn't always. Just seems to me there's like more of that than anything else. Or, like some sort of like influencer influencer power brokering, like hey, I noticed that you're an artist. Here, let's do an article on this no-name art magazine where we interview you. It's like, and then you kind of manufacture legitimacy for that artist. You're also trying, in turn, manufacturing legitimacy for the magazine itself. So it's like it's kind of like this game of tit for tat. And either eventually they they get someone that's actually good, and then they actually become de facto legitimate by playing this game. Personally, I think keeping it small is a better way to go. At least that's more my style. I don't need to be super awesome artist or have a huge following. Yeah, I mean, I don't really like. I want my work to be seen, and I just need enough commissions to just like buy bagels and coffee. So, I mean, my goals are not super ambitious. It seems to be who you know. Who you know seems to matter for film. Yeah, I guess I don't know enough about these industries, because it's like, it seems like most arenas like this, of personal personal gain slash what would you say? Something like popularity? I don't know. I think art is like one of the biggest ones. Where in our country we have a name for it. It's called it's Blat. In my country, an old country. And it seems to me like usually some of this is handed down from like one generation of artists to another generation. It's just like a kind of passing the torch. I think I drew a bear. A lion bear. Here. No bueno. I have to draw more animals. Yeah, I feel like not a lot of people just come out of the blue. You know, most of the time it seems like they have to be legitimized by an entity that already exists, and you know, it's like whether that's an artist or a group of artists, or like you know, something like an art station slash draw crowd, deviant art, whatever. You don't just, you know, like, hey, I posted my art on Reddit and now I'm like super huge. That usually almost never happens, but you know, could potentially, because you know, anything like that. Because usually you're just some guy, you know, some guy. Who cares? Who cares about your original characters and whatever it is that you like? No one cares. You're like, the most you could become is like a Sonichu type of persona, like. You also see like people who might be like cynical like me. As soon as they get, you know, an endorsement, they're like, yeah, I guess this is just, you know, I'm okay with this now. It's just the way the game is played. You know, this is why, like, you know, people with real integrity just turn down awards because they don't want to be beholden to some sort of established order. Like, oh god, is she wearing a butt bra? Yes. This is, wait, I have an image. Shit, do I have references up right now? I had an image. Shit. Woman looking from behind. Hold on. Looking back from behind. I had. Wait. Is it in the? This thing? I don't think I saved it. I don't think I saved the image. I had one where it was like literally a butt bra, and I'm like, this is good. I like this. Let me see if I can find it again. I'm not sure if I can show you most of it. It'll just be the, I'll just snapshot the, get back from behind. Maybe I have to put naked, open back. Behind naked, maybe. Oh, okay. Those are really naked. I wanted the butt bra. Instead, I got a lot of naked women. Okay. Let me see if I could just find the. Okay, that's penis. Not what I was looking for. Why is this so difficult to find? Like, I just need the butt bra. Let's take out naked because that didn't work. From behind, looking back. She had this dress. It was like an open back dress type of thing. Let me see. This one doesn't have any. Oh, that's not what I was looking for. Okay, so that's a no. Where is the butt bra? I will never find it again. This is why I need to save these references. I just never, like, I'm just not smart about it. And I definitely can't open this in stream now. Because naked actually gives you, like really naked. I was looking for, like, artistic nude. Let me try that, artistic nude. Where's the butt bra? Show me the butt bra. Nude woman shivering in the shower. I love these Attractive young woman in the shower. Why? Oh, looking back paintings, fine art museum. Can I show you the fine art? I feel like the answer is no. Looking at fine art is probably bannable. Should be looking at anything that's in the Metropolitan Museum. Not okay for Twitch, I believe. Let me see. But bro, we'll never find it again, I guess. I don't know what I searched for. There's probably a good keyword there. Artistic nude photography. Banned on Instagram. I think she was playing piano. Let me see. Woman behind open back piano. This is really close, but it doesn't have the butt bra. It's just like lingerie. Oh, it's so close. Oh, it's so close. It's so close. It's like everything except the butt bra. She has literally just the open back, and damn. See if I can just find something, because I do need a reference for this. How about this? Let's go for a long shot. Let me just woman butt bra. There are butt bras apparently. Today I learned. They're just like circles where the butt is. This is like the least functional thing I've ever seen. Why does this exist? And there's like butt enhancement. Like, why would you enhance the butt? What? I don't understand. This is so confusing for me. Okay. Looking back, over shoulder. Maybe that's what it was. Let me see. From bottom, maybe? Bottom. I need it slightly to be put reference in Discord. Oh. Yeah. Thank you. Got him. Maybe the butt could be useful for butt bra could be useful for drag queens. I don't know enough about drag queens to make a comment. Let me see. This is actually what I might go with for the shoulder. Here, I think this is okay. Oh, did I save it in thoughts? No, didn't. Okay, good. This is pretty close. Let me see. I think this is okay. I don't think that this has anything that is explicit. I hope, anyway. This is fine. And I could use this as a reference, I think. And then it's a little bit high, right? The photo is taken from the top. If it was just a little bit lower for the perspective, it would be perfect. But this is like probably what I'm gonna do to the neck. Probably just like something like that, maybe. I don't know. But the shot is a little different, so. I have her face too. So if she can do that, I think like I might have to move it down a little bit. And like the angle of the face will be a little different. This is what she has here. Maybe. A little bit more down. Anyway, I couldn't find the butt bra, so rest in peace. Butt enhancement is strictly meant for female rappers and strippers. It's how they measure success. Yeah, what is the primary value for a stripper, if not the cup of the butt? No, it's just, that's just it, man. It's just like the butt. I don't have a good butt anatomy image library, actually. I heard there was some crazy woman that was putting cement in her butt. Like, why? Why? Why would you do this? Because it's the primary value, you see? It's primary. Just got a good butt. Let's see. Good butt from behind. Let me see. I think this one will be good for what I'm trying to do. Of course, I'll have like Kamigawa wave going here somewhere. Most likely, I have to shrink this down a little bit. Move her butt up a little bit. Okay. Start a little bit. What is the good life? It's, you know, having the biggest butt. Of course, the best butt. But yeah, I saw an image of like just a bunch of butts for Overwatch. Just like all the characters and their butts. And I was like, man, why didn't I think of this? This guy's a genius. I'll move this up a little bit, probably, so that I can fit in more of the waves. I'm actually going to reference the waves at some point, and then it'll actually be the thing. I think I'll have to change the way the shoulder is working too, though. I think that is a more correct shoulder. Thick! Damn, boy! That is a thick... That is one thick boy. Of course, it's a male butt. Haha. Thought it was a woman. God damn, you guys are so racist. Boy, it was boy butt the whole time. I've got news for you. Got news for you now. I don't know. Damn, he thick. Man, I was so glad that that meme made it into YouTube Rewind, but better, but actually good. What was it that PewDiePie produced? Again, didn't make it into the top trending tab, even though it was probably like the most relevant video for that day. Cause you know reasons why. Subscribe to PewDiePie. Unsubscribe from T-Series. This is a strictly Christian YouTube support channel, PewDiePie support channel. So, like, if you're in here, please subscribe to PewDiePie. Implying, you see, this was what I was talking about. Oh yeah, it was way better. It was way better. It wasn't even like it was like comparing, I don't know, the Mona Lisa to like anime or some shit like that. It was just like what is this even? This isn't even a comparison. Of course the anime is better. It's like, what are you smoking? Like, yeah, I mean, obviously, this is what's going on. This is what's up, man. Yeah, I have a lot of problems with the anatomy here that I'll have to deal with. But I kind of want to work on the other ones so that I have like a mental break. What's a chug jug? What's a chug jug? Is this gonna be like a? Is this gonna be a ligma? Am I gonna get ligma right now? Fortnite. Oh yeah, I'm not woke on the Fortnite memes. That's like one thing I'm not. 100% woke on. Yeah, I hope the butt doesn't get me banned. I feel like, you know, I've seen worse stuff on Twitch, so. And it's, you know, it's very tasteful. It's a very tasteful butt, so I think. Oh, yeah. I remember, like, what's it called? I played Fortnite a couple times, and I got the shield, what's it called? Shield potion a couple times, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna win now. Little did I know, I'm not good at shooters, so didn't work out for me. Didn't work out very well. Not good at the shooters. So yeah, this set of thumbnails is also gonna be, you know, it's gonna evolve into the same thing as usual, just like Asian flavor stuff. And then the next ones, I'll probably do an environment. I seen a guy jerk off and a fat lady dance with her tits out. Was she painting them though? Cause like if that is what she was doing, then it was art and, you know, totally not for the purpose of any sort of pornographic or otherwise affiliated content. And it was, you know, it was for the kids, of course. I've seen wait, are we talking about like oh yeah, because like on Twitch the only thing close to that would be like Darkside Phil, I think. Just kind of like pulled one out after a stream. I think that's the only time that's ever happened on Twitch though. I don't know enough about Twitch history, Twitch lore to comment. I gotta do some deep lurking. Before I'm woke on the Twitch stuff. I'm only woke on like deep and dank memes. Just really just stuff no one likes. Like someone has been sending me like really dark Sesame Street memes. I think those are just a little bit too weird for me, but I appreciate them. I think they're like, because it's just like the most macabre situations. Obviously I can't put them up because they're just like it's definitely not what's it called, but it's some pretty dark shit involving like lovable Sesame Street characters, and that's kind of like that's the dankest thing I've seen in a while now. Just like someone sits there and just thinks this shit up, like, yeah, I'm gonna no thanks. I think that's a bad judgment call. It's just a bad judgment call. It's just awful. Just I don't even have a career to kill, you know? It's just like I think if I do that, they'll have to take away someone else's Twitch channel and Twitch career just to make it right, you know? Because it wouldn't work for me. I just like would just go to Streamy or something. Stream titties. Can I show you my titties? I've been growing them. Getting pretty big. So awesome. Just join the Discord. I'll show them to you. That's how they get you. That's how they get you to join the Discord. Gonna join the Discord, then for DMs for private for like what are those people on Twitter do? Like DM for like a private show or some shit. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. That sounds great. There's a lot of like a lot of women on Twitter who have figured out how to game the system. It's like, no, absolutely no advertising that you're a, you know, a woman of the night. But if you say something like, hey, DM me for exclusive content, then you can kind of advertise your titties, and then like what's it called? No one can just like take that away from you. It's just like, hey, you know, I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm definitely not. I'm just selling exclusive. I'm just selling exclusive content, dude. Back off, Jack. This is like, what are you? It's there's definitely like holes in those markets right now. They're just like being filled. Fuck. Ooh, sorry about that. I digress. But yeah, there's a lot of fun things on Twitter that if you search for, if you deep dive for, they'll just be like, huh, I really respect this person's business model. Yeah, just among other things, yeah. Corny dad jokes, for some reason, make me laugh more than anything else. I think it's like some sort of degradation. Eventually, you just become deep. It's like, yeah, it's a deep dive into internet culture. And konnichiwa to you, sir. I tip my fedora. Oh no, the alert doesn't play anymore. Where's the alert box? Where's it? Didn't play, did it? Oh no. Oh, it's a rocket ship, dude. It's just a rocket ship. Okay. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's rocket ship salute for what's it called? The Kappa games. Just the rocket ship, man. Just like, you're overthinking it. It's totally not anything else. I feel like this is a terrible thing to do. Just like, so we found your Twitch channel and we're a prospective employer. We're gonna need you to delete that. So we kind of like this thing, but we there's just no way that we can hire you unless, you know, just say that you're someone else or something. I don't even know. You pretend to be a normal person for a day. Now you're spamming dicks in my channel. Perfect. Everything is okay. It's just all right. This is the type of culture and art. Yeah, me too. Oh God. Oh yeah, for sure. I bounced on my boy's third eye. To this. God. I think I want to have like interlocking fingers. Right now it's those Naruto hands. I just don't know. Just don't know what I want to do with them. Just don't know, man. What are you even drawing? I don't know. That's the point. I guess it's like a it's not really it's like a group of words. So I thought, you know, um beautiful lady with uh old hands. And that's going to be like it's kind of like what a pretentious person like me thinks what art is just like, you know, things together in a way that just kind of makes sense to someone. It's like, yeah, these things are deep together. There's a deep meaning here somewhere, you know, like uh yeah, they could be bleeding. They could be bleeding. That would be fine, I think. Some sort of but I thought like the juxtaposition of a young face and old hands would be really interesting. I just don't know what pose I want the hands to be in. So far, all the poses I've come up with for the hands have been like super Naruto. Databayo! Databayo! Does it. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. Just kind of either old hands or like monster hands. I think monster hands might be cooler. Like she's like some kind of weird monster actually. Yeah, Naruto is actually my favorite what's it called Fortnite character other than like Corey. Corey is probably my favorite oh, you know what? If she had like badass nails, it was just like even better if it was blue. She had these like just fucking monster hands, man. This is what I'm thinking. Like, what would be the most pretentious thing I could go with? And it's always like, well, it's just, you know, just draw monster hands on a cute girl. And it'll work. It'll just work. Yeah, Cory in the House bottomed out at season 2, you know. It just didn't have enough creative juice, I guess, to keep going, you know, being as innovative as they are. Because, I mean, like, everyone bottoms out. You know, everyone bottoms out eventually. There's no way to keep genius like, you know, Arrested Development or Naruto or Cory in the House going. You just have to kind of just, you know, you have a good 2 seasons. And after that, it's just like, oh no, we made Westworld again. So, you know. Thinking about like some kind of weird harpy hands. Naruto shitposting kind of lost me. I didn't watch. I haven't watched Naruto since like I don't know, episode 90 in the first series. Like when it first came out, it was kind of like it was pretty good, but then I was not 12-year-olds anymore, and then like so I had to watch better anime. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with long monster nails. Something like we'll call this image 9-inch nails. Very original, of course, keeping with the theme. Original characters only, original titles only. Not even sure if you're being ironic anymore. So picking Sakura as your waifu instead of Sasuke, I just like I don't understand. What's wrong with the world? Yeah, it just doesn't make sense. Sasuke is best waifu. Best girl, for sure. Oh, my music ended. Where is my music? Good butt. That's literally what I searched for. Good butt. Just you don't understand. You don't understand the depth. Of these beams. Maybe give her like harpy hands, you know, like bird talons. What are her arms doing though? Like I don't know. Like what's going on here? I guess this is okay, but I mean, I'm not really sure. Vladimir, are you gay? Nope, not gay. Happily married. Also, it's Vladislav. How dare you? I have the much cooler name because Vladimir actually translates to Vova, and so I am not a Vova. And Alexander translates to Sasha, so just call him Sasha if you ever meet an Alex. They'll be like, oh no, you've discovered my hidden name. I don't know why it works that way. The alliteration for Russia doesn't make any sense, or whatever. Not alliteration, what abbreviation to whatever that is. I don't know. Yeah, I'm sorry. You can't marry me. I'm already married. Already married, and yep. Oh, that was another thing that I found really dubious There's a lot of people out there that are just like, yeah, I'm totally looking and I'm totally available, and they're like Twitch streamers, and in reality they're like married, and it's like, why lie about that? There's no. And then I realized it's like, because there's, if to perpetuate the kind of the mythos of like, hey, you could get some of this if you try real hard, because like I'm totally available. It's like, hey man, why leave money on the table? Like, pay me for an internet date. Just like, oh, do they do that on Twitch? Huh? Didn't know that. A lot about Twitch I just don't know about. I'm just kind of ignorant. Yeah, I just don't know what I'm gonna do with these hands. Just like, at the end of the day. Yeah, just, hey man. I respect the hustle. I feel like if you're dumb enough, like, a lot of people just like, if you're not, no, you're not smart enough to not give these people money for, I don't even know what the transaction looks like, to be honest. Oh, whoops, sorry, just hit the thing. Cause I, just don't have intimate knowledge of that. But like whatever like you're paying for, I don't even know. Then maybe don't do that. I don't know. It's maybe you should be parted with your money, because if like you can't understand that that's just like a false ethic, just kind of like a lie. Then yeah, I guess you should probably lose the money. It's like it's a bad idea to give it to you in the first place. Just saying. Yeah, if someone's hot on the internet, and they're like, oh yeah, and I'm totally single, they're either like insane, like, leaves the cap off of the toothpaste level of insanity. Like you just can't live with someone like that. They just keep going at you every day, every single day. You got to put the toothpaste cap back on, and it's like you can't. There's no way to just. Of course you're signal. Of course, it makes sense, Or they are lying about it. Yeah, so I'm just an extremely hot, outgoing person that hangs out with also a lot of hot, cool-looking people, and just like, man, I just can't find the perfect person to marry, which is why I need your Patreon money. Cause if you might be Mr. Right, and if we go on a date, and you can't know, because I can't just go on a date with everybody, right? There's got to be a selection process. So she's at work. Same thing as me, except I'm not getting paid for this one. I'm waiting for a couple contracts to come in. Could always revert. I really like the color system from previous version. Yeah, the hand position is something that I'll have to fuck with this one. And then the other one I have to screw with like the face and stuff, and then that'll be like, I think I'll take a break from this one in a second after I, try one more pose. Can I see your portfolio? I can draw stick figures. Yeah, you can check me out at darnusart.com. Or just click one of the links in the description. I think there's an ArtStation link. It's also probably gonna be like ArtStation /Darnus. I think it is. I got that one before I got Darnus Art. So like, put an art next to the name to make it. It's got a category. It's got a category now. It's not just Darnus, because Darnus doesn't make any sense. It's not really a word. It's like a nickname. But if you put an art next to it, then you're suddenly an artist. That's just how it works. I've been told. Yeah, I would have gone with Darnus Draws, but I don't really draw all that well, so, like, I'm more like a paintist. A serial paintist, you might say. Well, I'm glad you don't like it. Just like, I don't know what the response is supposed to be. I actually changed up my portfolio this morning. Like, I took out most of my work and I just left in like a couple of pieces that I liked, like the last couple that I did, and just took out most of it. And now, there's a lot of work that's just bad, and the new work isn't really good either. So I'm just gonna keep drawing stuff, and then eventually, I'm gonna get to a place where I could just pump out industry standard work, and just like, we'll forget about all that other stuff, just forget about it, man. It never happened. But I do need something to advertise with, so it's not like I'm gonna be able to hide all of the work forever. It's not gonna work. Darnus.com. I wish like some asshole, Gerard Darnus, whatever, some French asshole already has Darnus. And they have the email too. That's another reason why I went with art, because like, fucking Frenchie. Fucking Frenchie. Frenchie got it, and I couldn't. Same thing with the Tumblr. Like, I originally wanted to do Tumblr, but then someone grabbed Darnus Tumblr. Now there's no porn on Tumblr, so there's just no point in doing Tumblr anymore, even though I don't do porn. But like, most of the audience that browsed Tumblr was browsing it for the porn, and so 90% of the user base is now gone, and in so doing, they've effectively killed the site, and so there's no point in being there. So that one guy who got Darnus at Tumblr can just get choke on it, because like, Tumblr's dead, that's why. Haha, got him. Oh, thanks, dude. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Also, how do you not use Discord? I just like, that random idea just popped into my head. Like, wait, it's current year. It's a gaming community, dude. It's a gaming community. Discord is about the gaming. It's not about, God damn it. I just rewatched, there's a YouTube, I think it's still up. I think I watched it like a couple days ago or some shit, and I just like can't get it out of my head. It's just like gaming community. It explores all of the like the worst communities on Discord that are just like publicly available on their list of servers. It's like God. Like the male or female with the armor and the purple flames. Awesome. Yeah, yeah, I like that one too. That one's like some kind of technomancer. One of the latest ones I've done that I kind of like. I think it's got Moxie. It's got Moxie, you know. Yeah, some kind of monster hands I think is what I'm gonna be going with like monster nails and just like. Yeah, shape in the darkness too. It's gonna be good, I think. Why do streamers use Discord? Well, because it's a good way of using marketing and branding, and it's just easy. And also, some of them get paid to do it, so it's much easier to shill in like a Discord-based environment because, well, first of all, like compared to TeamSpeak or Ventrilo, it's just better. You can post links and the chat is workable while also providing you with a a very strong voice platform that probably is better than most of the other voice over IP solutions. It's just pragmatically better. Like, and you could do a lot of things in Discord that are just functional with Twitch. Like, yeah, exactly, like the custom emotes, it's also got a lot of integrations with, say, Twitch, for instance, or Mixer, I think, has a good integration with it. Better TV has a good integration with it. Better Twitch TV, So it's like it's a very versatile platform. Did you make the letter for the art that says the subject? Yeah, I made it, but I made it using like other stuff. So I do a little bit of graphic design. And so I saw a logo that I didn't feel was very strong, and so I revised it to what I feel fit more with what the creator was actually going for. And what he told me was something like 60s, 70s sci-fi. And when I think of that, I think of like Alien. Custom emotes, so yeah. But can you do I think it's this one. No, fuck. No, how do I fuck. How do I internet? You know what? I have to switch windows to do this, but it's gonna be worth it, sure. No. Ignore those other messages. Those are they never happened. What didn't happen? Just chill out my because I actually think this is an effective one. Here you go. An effective what's it called? Emote, maybe. Totally worth it. I don't know. I had a drawn Kappa, and I it was a good starting place for emotes, but I think this one's way stronger. Subscribe for more. Subscribe for more. But yeah, I finished the what's called the T-shirt for Elajazz. I think. So hopefully, it's gonna go into the shop for him, and yeah, if you support him, and you also support me. Just buy the t-shirt and yeah, totally not shilling. Merch in the description. Merch in bio. Wait, what does Logan say? God, he has such an effective rapping style where he has to rhyme everything with merch in bio. White boy from Ohio. Merch link in the bio. One second. Yeah, it is me, but I gotta go. Thank you so much for joining. Appreciate you. Thank you for chatting. But I gotta go. Shit, I gotta go cook. I gotta cook.